I know I still sound like I just got kicked in the throat, but let's just get past that so you can watch this review. Total Recall is a movie that follows Colin Farrell, who plays Douglas Quaid, and he lives in this dystopian future where there's only 2 sections of the Earth left that are actually inhabitable because of like chemical warfare. And he's not happy with his life, and he keeps having these dreams that he's not sure what they are. They're kind of like nightmares. So he decides to go to this place called Recall where they implant a memory in your brain so you can just like feel better about your life even though it sucks. Now he goes to this place and something goes terribly wrong, and he gains like this ability, and he's like a super powerful spy, almost like Jason Bourne level. And now people are after him, his wife is after him, there's this woman, Jessica Biel, who's trying to get him, Bryan Cranston's in the mix, so there's a lot of elements in this movie. Going into this movie, I was really looking forward to it because the trailer, when I saw it, I just thought it was awesome. I loved it. So I had high hopes going into this. I actually bought the original Arnold version, but I decided not to watch it before I saw this movie, just so I could go in completely blind and not knowing the twists when they were coming. And you know what? Total Recall is awesome. I loved this movie. This movie is exactly what I wanted it to be. It's a non-stop action ride that messes with your head, and there's also great acting in there, just so you know. Now the acting, first of all, Colin Farrell I love as an actor. He's a great actor. I do not understand why people don't like him. He's great in this movie. He really makes you feel for his character like he's lost and he doesn't know who he is. Kate Beckinsale plays his wife, and I bought her as mostly the main villain of the movie because she's there most of the time, and then Bryan Cranston comes in later. She had some badass action sequences. She could beat up anyone with like her pinky. It's really fun to watch. Jessica Biel's there. She's good in this movie. She's not the greatest actress in the world, but in this movie I thought she did well. And the man Bryan Cranston is in this movie. He is a great actor. I like the fact that he's been in a lot of movies lately, so I loved him here. He is great in this movie. He's a really menacing villain. My only complaint is that he had a small amount of screen time compared to everyone else. He was only really relevant in the last half hour of the movie, so that was kind of disappointing, but for what he had, he was great. John Cho has a small part. He's good too. The thing I really loved about this movie was how well the action was directed by Len Wiseman, the director. He directs this action so fantastically. It's really fun action. You really get a sense of what's going on because there's no shaky cam. The CGI is done very well. 99% of it looks real. There were a couple shots where I thought it looked a little bit unfinished, but other than that, the CGI was great. The action was fantastic. It has a lot of fun with itself. At times, it's very intense. And I really liked how this movie, I couldn't really predict what was going to happen next. Because usually with movies, there's certain things that I just predict and then they happen. Like in Dark Knight Rises, which I will eventually do a spoiler-filled discussion of. I'm waiting for my voice to come back fully so I don't die during the video, but I promise that is coming. There were just points during Dark Knight Rises where I saw things that I'm like, oh, that's gonna happen, and then it happened, oh, that's gonna happen, and that happened, so that was one of the things that I didn't completely love about the movie. But in this movie, I had no idea what was gonna come next. I really couldn't tell at times when it was like real or if he was dreaming or what the hell was going on. This movie was just a huge thrill ride from start to finish. I loved it. Totally called, I don't even remember what I'm doing. Total Recall gets a jumbo popcorn. It's definitely worth your time. I'm gonna watch the original very soon. I'll just say I highly recommend people go to see this. Let's just leave it at that. So what did you guys think of Total Recall? Did you enjoy it? Did you not enjoy it? Which version is better to you? The Arnold version or this version? I already know the answer to that from most everyone. Write beautiful comments down there and tell me what you think. And if you like this video, hit that subscribe button up there, because who are you? Who am I? Oh my god, I have a Green Lantern shirt on. Oh!